claims she was almost knocked down a week ago. And Nancy Emefa-Joadosi has more.
On Tuesday, this stretch, this Ablekuma Highway and Awoshie in general was at a standstill for one reason, because they were fed up and tired about the needless deaths that have occurred on this stretch because of the faulty traffic lights. Today, 24 hours after this demonstration, it appears nothing has changed. From the junction from where we came from to where we are standing, nothing has happened. We've been here for close to 30 minutes and we see cars flying, going speed, with people waiting patiently for no car to show on before they cross the road. I have been speaking to quite a number of people even before we got here, and they tell us that they're generally tired, but they're going to continue with the demonstration in the coming week because they've been given 1 week ultimatum for this to be fixed.
Students and then people from around find it difficult crossing the road. Here lies the case. This is a high street where people move from Banyard to Pokwase. And when the cars are coming, they just come with a full speed, irrespective of the people standing aside the road. So sometimes we, the people, we try to maneuver our way to cross the road. And in that case, some of the cars just knocked down people, and I think last 2 days or so we recorded 2 deaths around. People just died on the street. And I think the last Sunday when Akufo-Addo gave the speech, somewhere along Farm Oak Junction, a certain young girl like my age was knocked down by a car, and she just died at the spot. To the extent that you can't even recognize her face, you can't even recognize who she was. So this situation over here is so appalling. We are pleading to the government that she should look at we the students and we the people around, because our life also matters a lot, and fix the traffic lights for us, because very soon schools will reopen, students will cross the street.
Madam for pa neba ofri school say school be ho Makati school na ho no nkwala twam traffic light impemfo ne hu say asai munum say nkwala so amopon both side no ebi mu free hako and ebi mu free enye neba and we be demonstration wa ha no dem abefo obi say on direct traffic and so I say munim ade na yakoso wa ha no there's a way am ye we dem musambra next week mu won so obi gina ha na nti yesre ye nyina na mo ye nyina politics ni ye di akire but no maybe wa ha edu ba bia e ha adwen.
We had a boy there telling us that his best friend has been involved in an accident before. But I would want to speak to this pastor because, as I mentioned earlier, when I came, I saw him trying to stop vehicles to allow people to cross the road. Let me. Okay, so looks like he's trying to stop the cars to allow people. Try to stop the cars and let people to cross the road. Say good morning.
Your friend Pastor Jackson.
Pastor Jackson. Na me who say why jai ejuma wo ye na be jina ha direct traffic. Okay. All right. Me who say we jai ejuma na wo ye no aba be jina kwan ho a wo stop cars inti ade wo ye de bia na.
Madam say me start here sorry from Anopa 6 every Monday to Friday. Every day. This time coronavirus ni yare na ba inti ama nkwala ni mbe school. But when I go to school, I have to stop and cross them. I was saying because cars in the speed power. It's my traffic light once 3 years in here. Traffic light to say 3 years, madam, 3 good years. Yeah, car bonko for her, minimum higher, car bobby and manasu. Baku so a pajano consult to say film. And I was saying, Chayama, then yes, I have a demonstration. Hey, yeah, car bobby says, yeah, no, Monsieur Yamra so for car bobby, or Miss Minyas, mine. Yes, me some remind. Bibiana so me who dia me and I miss me use medium na me patch say omo me travel light ma ka madam omo me na nro omo tigum so omo demonstration enti se hu ya on say as you can see omo ma ho ye nti ho hwe enro omo kan no ye omo nti hwe oh police na anapa ba ko be gina ho police na nkasa be gina ho say yes tough because the ever see me omo adwene ye I'm telling Ghana for the bebre ya adwene ye about the speed onim se ne yira bonasum dia I don't know eti obi do ha speed no dey onyina da as you can see omu nyina da ti bo se nkola no basa e na abofra nani anhwe fo peka no bebo no ti e yara hosem ti momwae
Mr. Niwakasa, mami 1 minute, let me just translate. So Pastor Jackson has been working here for more than 3 years.
4 years.
For 4 years. So what he does is that when he comes at 6 a.m., he juggles between reading the word of God and then going into the middle of the road and trying to stop vehicles from crossing to allow the pedestrian to cross the road without getting knocked down. Because as he says, he has witnessed several times people getting knocked down by cars. And he says it is something that is very worrying, because sometimes residents have to rush to his residence to come and tell him to help because another accident has happened. But he says it's not the assemblyman, he's not an authority. He is simply saying that if government is able to get a police person to come and stand here after the demonstration, then it is possible that government can get this traffic light fixed to save more lives.
After my interaction with residents, I managed to find the family of Soso, the 29-year-old man who died last Monday.
But thankfully, I have found the family, the grandmother to be precise, Madam Veronica Nyabe. Thank you very much, Madam. Medekuku meka togbenye Soso.
Soso angloto anglovi. Kaka da hakble ausato no. Tanito zoragba. Afi abaga yurikina. Yehova yom ba ahofela magwasi. Komiela duje ya ovakwe aduya fimieda. Ovinyo odamo avaya kpo afi odero. Katso blaragba emira police station wo ni ava kaona hava driver anyima ko obulo kira ho. Ko mi ha tola mu kaka so mo bo ira koja o ya di fligia.
Ta ekule sport alo
numaka.
Okay, so let me just translate briefly what she's saying. She's saying that she was here on Monday when some group of men came to knock at her door and told her that a car has knocked down the grandson Soso. So she and her children decided to run to the side. But when they got there, they had taken the boy to the hospital. They have been following up. They went to the police station yesterday. They started the processes. The man in question who has lost his life is already in the morgue. And so the family members are also yet to decide on a number of issues. But let me just find out from him what this loss means to the family. So beko cooking and defuna akomia.
Ovnuka tama furago arafu. Kaka yejito.
Like will affect me.
Nyananai. First one. Jinya ngogwia. Iba vie. Tahara funani.
Ya eno ple tocholia.
Anoku. Atoa zomo baira sikakufa. Minha chikola shell. Your address is not my address. Avabu me pu. That's all me zagba me karamu.
Me kobe ejibe ya favi chiejo. Chele susume tona we.
Ah, my valo. Vinye aburam. Baye me ba ayira. Me hunu biho. Akwa ode fa sokonu. Mayira ho. Nti.
So she's trying to hold back tears, but it's not working. She's simply talking about how deeply the family has been affected by this death, because she says that Soso is her first grandchild, and then now we catch a buying and then for so more fixed street light. Then I'll be catch almost so omonye. To see her now, we lose a grandson because of a traffic light, and then I'll be catch almost so omonye.
Say I buy me so say dear. Me peso me. Let me see me ban. I feel so traffic here, you know. 1 year my. Hard dream. Boy. I did I hear from Wohan, Nanya Ingua, a moya day my. Yen Musen, yen to me, John. It's like a telephone until 1 way, no, ya my. They say, why, ya. Casanova, Omagina, I saw Cania my, near chum. Asana, Masako. I said, dear, my dear my. Until 1 woman. 1 woman.
All right, so
one woman, what it?
So that's
woman, I'm seeing. Why? I know so man. Can I know so I am I?
See, I bush on the second night, Muntime and settle on dates.
I second so I feel so much say, was every coming. You come to me, Jenna. Was every coming.
So you've been listening to Madam Veronica. She is simply speaking and trying to plead to the conscience of government. She says that one, she doesn't have money to bury the grandson because, as he says earlier, the man in question, Mr. Susu, is the one who is the breadwinner and has been providing for the family. And so, you know, his death is a big blow to the family. Secondly, she is pleading with government to fix the traffic lights and not wait for somebody else to die before they fix it. And so instead of waiting for another person to die, why not government come and fix the traffic lights so that they save the lives of many people and many residents living in this area. But even as we speak, there are quite a number of people standing around me, you know, nodding and talking about what this means for them. I would want to just speak to one woman because I hear her, you know, speaking and chanting throughout the conversation. I see that you are very angry.
I'm very angry, really, because the traffic light is killing. Many people are dying, plenty people, a lot of them. So please, we are begging the government to do something about it.
How difficult is it for you crossing that road?
It's very difficult to cross that road. It's very difficult, even to walk before. I think one. Is it a mile or a mile before we go to that road? It's a risky. It's very risky. It's very hard. So please, we are pleading for the government to come to our aid, to come and see for us.
Did you know the guy in question, Mr. Soso?
Oh, I don't know him. I know him, but not much. Yeah. Not much. I know him very well. So please, we are begging, we are pleading for the government to come to our aid because they are dying. Many people are there, almost 10. Even school children, especially the school children. We
have now opened the school for the school children to go back to school, and that's why we are saved a little. But aside that, when you want to cross the road, you can even use 1 hour 30 minutes to cross that road because there are cars that are not stopping.
They are not stopping.
They are not stopping. From the Banyard to the Manguase, they will be coming with top speed. From NIC to Banyard to they will be coming with top speed, and which is not fine. Madam, one can so jina, obet me jina wasa.
Before they cross,
any cabian stop him out. But jina wasa, and ubet you my just was so be sa. Na munyama by in group, and the cabet me jina ma. But apart from that, cabian jina ma.
It's impossible.
Ubet you ma, utumichum to say obi of you crossing our bank craft.
It's true.
Utumichum to say America because one chuma ko jina the middle pavement now. Uba say na ka bebo. That's it, Miss Banya, say, car didn't who pay me. And I'm a to form. The guys were coming to beat the driver and I'm saying that Muja no man uncle. What I say? The Mumbai traffic light in my yet
it's very
the
bad. Guy will be 1 week in a bay and 1 week. You better block a coin. Really?
You better she tie. Both road Ninya, you mo bianco, and we start in the morning like 5 o'clock, and you best starting. Send a baby be our coach may be out, take more BC.
Really?
It's
true.
Because I had nye baby I can't say I'm for the life be diagro. Just seremo. Only thing and no man ko edwuma. Because I know here demonstration we here no. And then person me
enough. Your boy, yes, sir, by so my boy. And Kolani wu okwan so. Yes, romo pa. Any other ready. And person e be do about to friends and number be 1212 bi. Yes, ro bia yes. Abrekuanof MC MP aban ye nyina ye involve ye nyina mwa
me nwe bia na me wo fase ana madofo bi obetwa kaka we na ka bono.
Yeah, it's very painful. It's
what I say anything I my demonstration no enye se bibia e ka be ko enjuma ba wan fa ho anjima ana e dey no wo fase ana onwe bi ana wadofo ana girlfriend ana boyfriend ko twem na ka bona
no
wa lusunu so te na
pa mucho we dey
police for na so for na because no mo di so shegu yesu kra yesi yenko ye dwale dey be ka chom say ye ndwale nto mo fa so she ngu ye ho
And I so be idea.
We are begging.
So be idea.
Oh, really? They'll come. Like today now, they will come and do it.
My problem is that
today now they will
because the schools, we have so many schools over here. So many schools over here from here to Dogodon, to other schools. My begging to the government that they should come to our aid. Even safe food bridge. Even like Kwashima, the children should have to cross the street, even the road street, to climb this thing.
Away from that story, the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, AMA, in collaboration with the Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources, launched an initiative in January 2018 aimed at ending open defecation in the city. The initiative, dubbed Reduced Price Household Toilets, is under the Greater Accra Metropolitan Area Sanitation and Water Project, Gamma SWP. Available statistics indicate that about 1 out of 5 Ghanaians defecate in the open, translating into an estimated 5.7 million Ghanaians engaged in open defecation.